Six guy, he a visionary.
I told y'all was about to happen, but y'all decided to hop on the Reloaded channel and accuse me of capping. Well, let's do it. Exclusive, baby. Breaking YFN Lucci is headed to prison after pleading guilty to one count of violation of the Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. As part of the negotiation plea, Bennett was sentenced to a 20-year sentence with 10 years to serve. That means he has 10 years to serve in prison, followed by 10 years of probation. As a part of the negotiation plea, Bennett will get credit for time served, which began when he surrendered to charges on January 13, 2021. The father of four was initially facing numerous felony charges, including murder, which would have resulted in a life prison sentence without parole. As a part of a plea deal, the state has agreed to write a letter to the Pardon and Parole Board that it will not object to his early release. Prosecutors told the judge that Bennett was the driver and did not fire the deadly shot. Before receiving his sentence, Bennett apologized to the victim's family, as well as his own family and friends, and the court.
Yeah, we asked for first offender, and unfortunately in this case, as you know, there's been so many other pleas, and the momentum of no first offender had already taken effect, and that just impacted us. But I think that Gabe brings up a really important point, and that is you won't be able to find a file if you go to the clerk's office and see more motions that have been filed, more briefs that have been filed. I mean, right through the 3 weeks of jury selection, up until this morning, we were still filing briefs. There was a brief file probably 5 o'clock this morning. Gabe is right. This has been a brawl, literally a legal brawl for 3 years that we've been fighting through, believing in this case and believing that he had no responsibility for the death of December 10, 2020. We were never going to concede to that because nothing was his fault. And secondly, the important issue that you've asked about, under no set of circumstances, ever going to be a witness in any case. YSL, a stop sign violation, nothing. You're not going to see Rico Bennett be a witness in any case.
So if we see his name on the witness list, let you know, right?
Well, that's all garbage because
the thug's name is on our list.
Exactly.
Every defendant's name that is charged in the YSL charge is on our witness list, and so to the extent that Lucci's name appears on the witness list, that's just one fashion. I mean, it's not going to happen.
Well, there's, and in both cases.
Now, I want y'all to remember what he was charged with and everything like that. I wanted to pour over the last news clip before all of this stuff got handled. Check this out.
About a court battle brewing over whether he should be out on bond.
Yeah, we poured over lots of documents and also found fascinating details about the felony murder allegations against the music star. Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt says YFN Lucci is housed in the Fulton County Jail in a way that keeps him safe and the staff.
We do treat charges more so than the celebrity status, and he is certainly in our maximum security area.
Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt says if some of his deputies and detention officers want to see music megastar YFN Lucci, real name Rico Bennett, on video, they don't need to call up his performances on YouTube because Labatt's folks these days keep tabs on him the same way they watch other Fulton County jail inmates, on the surveillance video monitors in the jail, where Lucci has been housed since surrendering May 10th on a gang-related RICO indictment involving allegations of felony murder and more. His lawyer has said
he's not guilty of all charges.
Documents we obtained reveal even before the racketeering indictment of 12 people, a battle was shaping up over whether Lucci, an alleged blood gang associate, should be out on bond.
Is YFN Lucci a member or an associate of any criminal street gang?
No, he's not a gang member. What he is an internationally recognized musical artist that is a triple platinum winner.
Documents indicate the racketeering case filed April 30th involves, among other things, the felony murder of James Adams, in which Lucci is accused along with 2 others, but that Lucci had already been charged in connection with that homicide in January. That to the best of an APD man's knowledge, YFN Lucci and 3 gang members traveled, Lucci driving, to an area dominated by a rival gang. Allegedly, Adams and a front seat passenger fired multiple shots. Adams was hit by return fire and put out of the vehicle a short distance away. Lucci lawyer Drew Findling maintains the felony murder charge against Lucci involves an allegation that Lucci was driving his Maybach with some friends. We found this YouTube video dated just a day before the alleged felony murder.
YFN Lucci gets a 2021 Maybach SUV as a surprise from Billionaire Fly.
Oh, okay.
When someone shot at the car, someone in the backseat defensively returned fire, and because a passenger in Lucci's car was killed, Lucci was charged with felony murder, which Findling says he's absolutely not guilty of. Documents indicated both sides agreed to a bond on the homicide charge, but on April 12th, before the filing of the racketeering indictment, a prosecutor moved to revoke his bond, alleging he routinely violated conditions. But the Lucci side argued, quote, there appears to be no rational basis for asking for any additional bond, unquote, and asked the court to allow his bond to remain in place.
Now, Lucci lawyer Findling says felony murder occurs when someone unintentionally causes a death during the commission of a felony. He maintains Lucci was not committing a felony. As I understand it, before the racketeering indictment, YFN Lucci had a $500,000 bond on a total of 4 charges. Reporting live at the Fulton County Jail, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
I told y'all, I said, hey, man, he looking for a plea deal, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care who you heard it from. That nigga was the driver. And when it slid on the ops turned around, seen them, caught wind of them, blasted them, and they was going to serve that nigga to the next degree. Now, I'm curious as to what that plea deal looked like and what he got to actively admit to. Because if you can admit you the driver, can you admit that, or can you admit to who was the passengers? Now, I'm not calling YFN Lucci a snitch without any proof at all. I'm not going to do that. That ain't my thing. I'm not going off intuitions. I just have questions. How is it that you can say that you're the driver, but you can't point out who the shooter? Now, we can say this, hey, bruh, we never fired shots and all that, and he 100% can say we was just rolling and everything like that, and he could absolutely 100% exonerate all his homies. He could. But if that's the case, bruh, why are you and your homies charged with everything that you charged with? Why are you apologizing and all that? Which means, in the words of Brody, nigga, when sliding go wrong. Now, once again, until I see the plea, I don't know a thing. I just got questions so we can learn from the previous lessons without stressing on our next blessings. I'm just rhyming for a little bit of timing, but it is what it is. So, yeah, bruh, he got 20 years, settled for 10. And you know what's funny? I hate to admit it, but y'all don't trip when it's the head. When it's the head of the organization and he take his plea deal, ain't nobody gonna trip. Everybody gonna say, you know, Lucci kept it solid, Lucci kept it real, Lucci this, Lucci that, Lucci with a baseball bat. I got you. I get it. Overstand it. But what I would caution y'all and what I would say is, be careful with admitting or saying what you truly feel. Just be like, bruh, took his lick like a man. But part of the lick like your man is he did apologize to the family. What did you apologize for? He did apologize to his family. What are you apologizing for? Oh, for putting people in that position. Now, once again, there's stories out there and all that crap and everything like that. I'm not hearing none of it. I don't want to hear a damn thing. What I want to hear is you people say, let's wait. That's all. Don't accuse him of snitching. Don't do anything like that. Just sit there in shock like I am, like, damn. But day 20 YSL recap will be coming up, obviously, after you guys, after the court is done and everything like that. I know y'all don't want to sit through all them hours and all that stuff to wait on it. So this is the #1 place to come to for the YSL recap and the YFN news. But we done with that after that until I get my hands on the court documents. Then we'll see what's going on. But until then, I'm not accusing that man of snitching. I'm not saying he's a tattletale or anything like that. But it's different rules when the head of the game decides to plead out. And that's all I'm going to say on that. But shout out to infamous Sylvia. She's the one that dropped that exclusive footage. And I appreciate her like I do everything she else do for me. So if y'all can, go over to her channel, subscribe, turn on the bell, stay notified on hers as well. And once again, share to keep your people aware. I'll catch you on the next one. What's really hood when I'm through the hood? Nothing be said, we got it overstood. The team fed, yeah, it's really good. Put that on everything, bro, you're never good. What's really hood when I'm through the hood? Nothing be said, we got it overstood.